Hi, Mike Brookfield here. Welcome to Series 3, Episode 6 of The Blues Show. How are you getting on with these things? Good, I hope. I know they're not easy. But, it's a fun challenge, isn't it? For both of us, for me to kind of write the exercise and get it out to you and for you to check it out. And like I said before, just maybe cherry pick a few little ideas and let it inform your playing in one way or another. And if that happens, then all good. We're winning. Okay, so I just played a kind of a blues, and I chose to do it in B flat. I still kept it quite swingy, and if you want the backing track, just let me know. Just send me an email at mikebrookfield@mac.com. I still kept it quite rock and rolly underneath, but obviously it's very jazzy sounding. So I don't want to get too into the jazz thing because this should be called the jazz show then, but this is the blues show. So I wanted to keep it kind of really bluesy, and it was kind of fun to play that kind of mixture of jazziness and blues, which you can do when you're playing kind of swing music, So it was kind of inspired by like a Charlie Christian type of thing. So I'll go through it now. The intro, because it's in B flat, it starts with a B flat, and then an A flat 7, and then G flat 7, then an F 7, and that leads us back to the 1 chords. I think I actually played 13th chord, so 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then an F 7. And then I played this kind of Django-y Charlie Christian style thing. Which is pretty tricky, and it happens at the end as well, so. And it works well with the chords, I've written that, so that's going into the B flat, B flat 7, hitting the 3rd of the B flat 7. So you can still see that that's related to the B flat 7, and that's very Charlie Christian. If you ever looked at any of my Honeysuckle Rose and Rose Room videos from about 2008, I think I put them up. And then, which goes well with the A flat 7, and then so it's really kind of like hinting at the F chord then. So it's a kind of a nice little cheeky intro there, and then we've got this really tricky tune to play. So it seems pretty easy when you do it like that, nice and slow, but in the heat of battle, trying to play it with the backing track, you'll find that it's kind of really tricky, especially coming back into it after the head. So I'll play it really slow there. So again, I'm trying to work with the chords, and if you're working on this, try and see how it relates to the chords. We've got a B flat 7. And I'm trying to use 6ths and 9ths to give it that kind of jazzy tone. So, pretty tricky that. I'll play it all for you if I can. 1, 2, 3. So it's a nice, it's almost kind of Thelonious Monkey, or it's got that real jazziness to it because of those 6s and 9s that I'm using on the chord. You can hear that's the 6. On the chord, that and Charlie Christian was, you know, really famous for that, adding, you know, being one of the first musicians really to put those elements into the solos and that. So when I was soloing, I kind of allowed myself pretty free rein on the solo, apart from I wanted to make sure that when I played on the 1 chord, which is a B flat 7, that sometimes I substituted it for an F minor. So by playing an F minor over the 1 chord, it makes me bring out the 5th, the flat 7, the 9, and the 11. And then it repeats, you know, the 5th, the flat 7, the 9, and the 11. So this is like a chord on chord thing. The band are playing 1 chord, and you're playing an arpeggio based off another chord. So that's me playing a F minor 7 arpeggio over the 1 chord. So basically you're playing on the wrong chord, and Danny Gatton talks about this on one of his videos, doesn't he? And he's, you know, it's quite a common, very, very common substitute in the kind of the jazzier end of the people's playing. So, and you can actually do it on the 5 chord as well. When it goes to the F7, you can play on C minor. So you'll hear me play very kind of jazzy lines which don't sound really kind of obvious in the blues way. It's because I'm playing a minor arpeggio over a dominant chord. So on the B flat 7, I'm playing F minor stuff. And on, say, the 5 chord, the F7, I might play C minor stuff. So that's really leaves it open where you're not really playing scales, but you can chromatically approach those chord tones of the arpeggio to get really jazzy sound. So what I was doing is really just trying to target the notes of the arpeggios by using chromatic approaches. You know, all that kind of stuff. And you can do that, you know, in lots of different areas on the neck, can't you? So there's a B flat 7. Say E flat 9, I'm going to play B flat minor, and then back to the 1 chord, I'll play F minor, and then on the 5 chord, the 4 chord, you hear me play that lick. That's F minor stuff. I like to do that a lot on the dominant 7th chord. So, hope you have fun with that. Okay, episode 6, like I said, let me know if you want the backing track. And it's a good, fun one to play along with that. Slightly different, kind of brushes vibe on it. So, keep it burning and I'll speak to you soon.